I know a girl who has made millions from plantain and fish. The concept of, I'm saying this because we are business people here, right? The concept of roasted bole and fish is meant to be patented by River State. Now I studied in Dubai, and I'll tell you, there is an idea called 30 Days Fitness Challenge. How many people know about 30 Days Fitness Challenge? It happens in Dubai every year for 30 days. Do you know that no country can actually do that event? You can't come stand up one day and say, oh, our country is now into fitness, now we want to do 30 Days Fitness Challenge. No. There is it's trademarked. Because it's an idea that was sold to the prince, the crown prince. And at the event yesterday, one of the things that struck me was, just like the other edition that we had, it was the fact that the Niger Delta is so blessed. Can we feel the front row, please, guys? Be the first partaker of the blessing. Like they always say, be the first partaker of the blessing. Can you check the camera, the position of your camera? Check it, please. Thank you. It's not covering me in full. Yeah, thank you. Or maybe you move it to the back a bit. Yeah. Everybody here, you actually look like entrepreneurs and business people. And those are the people I want to speak with. Right, those are the people I want to speak to. In Abuja, there is an event called Bole Festival. Okay, so now what did I have this morning as breakfast? Charles. Bole and fish. Can I tell you why I keep having this bole and fish? When I go back to Abuja, there is nothing in Abuja that tastes like that. They can brand it, package it, fine girl doing video. Please. Doesn't come close. So you can imagine a state that is so blessed and rich in cultural initiatives, because the concept of bole is tied to your food. Nigerians are crazy about food. Now, whenever they hold the Bole and Fish Festival in Abuja, it's actually really a big event. How many people here know about it? It's held in Abuja. Bole Festival. That's what it's called.
I know this.
Now, it should be bigger than that. Okay, so whoever is holding the festival in Abuja, they just woke up and started doing no permission, no license, nothing from. The Bole and Fish is a patent of River State. You know, I look at people sometimes and then they want to do business with me and I'm like, forget that I sound like I'm a nice person. When it comes to business, I'm not nice. My best friend is from Jordan, right? So I told him, I said, your brother is a minister in Jordan. Can we do like this version of 30 Days Fitness in Jordan? He said, no, you can't try it. Gulf states, you must go and get permission. And permission simply means you must pay money to get the license. And one of the things I said at the Beyond Oil conference was the fact that we are too focused on oil. Oil was a blessing. It has now become a burden. The doggedness, the courage The tenacity of the average Niger Delta youth is what we are meant to focus on. So I sat down and did a research and discovered that people like Emeka Nobis, I didn't even know these people before. I was like, after the conference, 2 days ago, I said, okay, I was so inspired by that conference. I said, let me do a research. Just leave to be just in one place. Thank you. How many people know Emeka Nobis? Omale, Burna Boy, who? Mr. 2K, Sabinus, there is this musician that is quite old. I'm trying to remember. Duncan Mighty, yeah. Mercy Chiwo, guys. Listen, I came here so we can have like a more or less like a conclave discussion. So you're not going to get just information from here today. You are going to tap into something that will turn you to an agent of change in this region. You know, I'm from Ogun State. My mother is from Lagos and Ogun. Ogun State has got the potential to be as big, even bigger than Lagos. Come on, guys, listen. For decades, the whole country has become fat on the resources of the Niger Delta. And you live here. You live here. And you are doing business here. The same region that has turned people in the north to billionaires. You live there. When I went to Abuja, I said, I studied the city and I said, this is a virgin ground. I said, it's very easy to start something new here and it grows. So I forgot about Lagos. And I said, they even worship people who are from Lagos. If an on-air personality in Abuja, someone who is on radio in Abuja, says something, they don't give a damn. But let an on-air personality from Lagos come and MC. Oh! So I said, this is a loophole that I can leverage on. So guess what I did? My first 3 years in Abuja, I said, I don't live here. I come here to do business. So for 3 years, they saw me as a Lagos person. I'm sharing tricks with you now. Because in Abuja, they worship Lagos people. For them to see something as substantial, it must be from Lagos. But can I tell you what? Do you know why you have to? We are starting on a very high note. I noticed that. Because, we started with the Beyond Oil conference 2 days ago. And after that event, I've just been thinking, they've taken me to meet a couple of people yesterday that I can't even mention their names. Like, how can this city have these people and be this blessed? But you know why? Time is running out. Do you know we're in the post-oil economy? Do you know that the future raw materials are in the northern part of Nigeria? I hope you know. The raw materials needed to power the future are in the north. So all this talk of, let's divide Nigeria, the north will suffer. The north will not suffer. The north, they have become very smart. So then you see, 10 years ago, when I started doing real estate in Abuja, 12 years ago, the northern rich kids were relaxed. My father has money. They will just give you money. Go and do this for my father. Sell my father's property. They are not interested in the profit of the property because they think that it's my father's property, so it is mine. But guess what? After COVID, it's changed. So I noticed that the same rich kids are now saying, no, how far with the agency now? We have to share it together. Something has changed. Something has shifted here. And that's one of the things that they don't teach entrepreneurs and business people. Like the sons of Issachar who had an understanding of times and seasons. You know what that means? It's not bloating in knowledge. Oh, times and seasons. No. They understood why some boys who used to not give a damn about agency fee on a 1.2 billion property before 2020 will now call you and say, Femi, how far now? How we go take share the fee? Times and seasons. It's as simple as that. So like, these boys have changed though. It's not like before. Someone said here, money is in the north. People don't even have an idea. I have a friend who lives in Maiduguri. He's a billionaire. Why do you think there are all those crises? Time is of essence in the Niger Delta. So you see what's happening between Donald Trump and Elon Musk now. Because listen, guys, in every society, there is something called the powers that be. We don't know them. Forget your politicians. They are figureheads. So the powers that be have said, we need to sustain this oil economy. So all these EV vehicles. So currently, part of the goal is to frustrate anybody that is into it, because if you do that, you are going to frustrate China. Because guess what? China is deeply into environmental this and that. Sometimes, do people even understand what is going on? And you are right here, right now. The same city where people have come here and they have extracted resources and became multi-trillionaires. That's where you... Some of you were born here. This is your soil. This is your ancestral land. How many people here are from PORTHACOURT, River State? You see, one person. So you see that, I was telling them at the Beyond Oil conference, I said, land is not commodities. I mean, real estate. We have commercialized land. The biggest insult and disrespect we've done to the cosmic element of land is that we commercialized it. Land is a spirit. Land is an ancestor. Why do you think they say that? Son of the soil. Why do you think that I can eat plantain and boli in PORTHACOURT, and no matter what anybody does in Abuja, it will never taste like that? The plantain and the fish came from PORTHACOURT land, from the waters of PORTHACOURT. So the moment you start transporting, and many of them don't even transport from here, they buy the fish from another place, from Benue, it cannot taste like PORTHACOURT fish and plantain. That's how powerful land is. Business people need to start seeing it from this perspective. There are too many people out there arranging business events, blah, blah, blah. It's all about cliches and general knowledge. Oh, blah, blah, 7 steps to this. But the goal for us is to raise business alchemists. I was telling the host of the Beyond Oil event, I said, this event is the pre-unlock PORTHACOURT. I am coming back. You are in PORTHACOURT. This is one of the superstars that Nigeria should be celebrating. Are you from here? Oh, great. It's great to see you. She's going to be an Olympian. The next Olympics is going to be there. Listen, guys, people have told me many times. One of my friends got upset and said, my problem with you, you don't know you are the kind of person that should be in politics. I said, no, I'm not the kind of person that should be in politics. Because people think that it takes politicians to transform society. No. I don't have to be in politics to transform society. I have to be able to engineer the architecture required for people to start seeing things differently. And then they can start acting differently. Because it begins with your thoughts, and your thoughts becomes what? Your behavior, right? Your beliefs, and then your beliefs becomes what? Your behavior. As a man thinketh in his heart. You see? So let's first establish the fact that we are in a region and city that is more or less like, this city has served as the mother that has nurtured the whole idea called Nigeria for decades. And that's where you are. That's where you live in. But until you master the seen and the unseen forces that shape destinies, because see, there are seen forces influencing the activities and the things that you see in PORTHACOURT, but there are also unseen forces. You know, I had a meeting yesterday at 2-3 a.m. And when they told me, just be on standby, we'll call you. I said, I'm used to this kind of, we'll call you, just be on standby 3 a.m. In Abuja, most meetings are held at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Because can I tell you the truth? The decisions that will affect your life, they are made at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. No, but it's the truth. So we are not gathered here today for just information. It's not that. This is not just about information. I'm always very careful not to just, shove information down the throats of people. Many of you here, you've been to several sessions and classes, right? You don't need a new information. That's not what you need. We are here. We are gathered as soul contract holders. You have a soul contract. You're not... Charles, was it Charles I was talking to? Charles said, anybody that gravitates towards you, Mr. Femi, is not an ordinary person. I said, I think I'm beginning to believe that. Anybody that in this current Nigeria, where anything you do, you have become occultic and demonic. So if somebody sits down with me and they want to listen, and I said, Charles, I believe you. You must be a star seed to actually want to listen to what I am saying. Drop your religion. No! Religion has its place. But it's not meant to be at the center of your life. We are gathered here as energy workers. Everything is energy vibrating a frequency. Albert Einstein said, all is energy and nothing else. And I was talking to my friend who owns, and I said, my next flight is going to be either business or first class. I accept it, you are right. But can I tell you what happened on there when I was coming here? I came here with one other person who is the northern coordinator of the NGO that had the Beyond Oil conference. So we're meant to both sit, close to each other. Well, I was the last person to come on board. So when I got there was no seats. There was no space for my hand luggage. So the air hostess was looking for it. Then she said, come with me, sir. And I followed her. She put me in the business class. That's where she puts me. And I said, okay, this is now an end. This is now the last time I traveled economy was the last time. From now, that's it. You are meant to be the alchemist of your reality. Now, for some people, they will see that situation as, thank you, God. Such an opportunity. That's where you belong. God is telling you, this is where you belong. All those, all of us, we are in the same... Do you know the person that was next to me? We're not on the same... We're on the same plane, not on the same flight. It's the truth. So this session is going to be your remembrance. The world that you see is the reflection of the one that you don't see. There is a world that you don't see here right now. Quantum physics. Everything vibrates a frequency. Nothing is empty. Nature abhors vacuum. We're going to have a board. Can you ask them for the board? Nature abhors vacuum. So there is nothing like, okay, so now let me explain to you. The space between both of my sisters, you would think that it is empty, but you know it is not. There are stuffs happening here right now. But yeah, but that's what spirituality is. What you cannot see. Protons, neutrons, electrons, even bacteria moving from one place to another. Energy, vibrations, all of that. And you know, the code for your manifestation lies between what you can't see. It's not what you can see, because what you can see already exists anyways. You already see your car that you bought last week. You already have this phone. But there is a code that you need to manifest what you can't see. And that is governed by the unseen world. The just shall live. You know what that means? The just shall live by what they can't see with their natural eyes. That's what it means. So turn to your neighbor and say, we are activating. That's what we want to do here today. We want to activate. You are not just here to learn, you are here to remember. So for many of you, maybe all of us here, your challenge is not that you don't know, it is that you have forgotten. There's no board, so I'm a local person, so I like to use board and write. You have forgotten. You have forgot. Okay, now let me tell you something. The historical Yeshua, popularly known as Jesus, did not come to invent anything new. You know, spirituality is not the condemnation of everything you don't agree with. That's ego. I don't do that. I have studied the Bible back and forth, hermeneutics of scriptures, theology, history. I've studied the Quran back and forth. I've studied 7 religions. Beautiful. So anyone that you see who condemns anything they disagree with, leave them alone. They will lead you to the dungeon. It's ego. That's what it is. So, what was that scripture I quoted before I said this? The just shall live by faith. Faith in that context is the just. What does it mean? The conscious. The person who is conscious. That's the just. What does it mean to be justified? It simply means you have been exonerated from judgment. Doctor, are you in the legal field? Okay. Oh, yeah, nothing. Oh, you're in finance. So you have been exonerated from judgments, right? Discharged and acquainted. So it means that all those low self-esteem, all the low self-esteem, all the blah, 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 they are no longer part of you. So you can now live by what you cannot see. The conscious shall live by what they can't see. That's what the just shall live by faith means, because the truth is hidden in your scriptures. But you are too religious. You are waiting for your pastor to explain it to you. And that's why you're here today, to remember. So many of you are going to go back to your business and approach it differently. So to remember that everything that you do is a vibration. Right there where you are, that you are sitting down, you are a frequency field. There are people that even here right now, you don't vibe with them. You are right. Yeah, yes, you're right. It doesn't mean they are bad. Your energy field and the frequency of their energy field does not match. So, meaning that your soul contract does not accommodate their frequency, because you came here with a soul contract, right? And when we begin to master this, you know what happens? We no longer chase. We now begin to attract. And a lot of my friends, sometimes they'll be like, "You tell all the people you know, you don't do anything about it." I'm like, "Who told you I'm not doing anything about it?" But I don't chase. I do what is necessary. Now write this down, guys. Because after this summit, this city is going to start feeling your weight. The city will start feeling the energy of your presence. You know, I didn't lodge here. I lodged somewhere. So where I was making a video call with my partner. She was saying, "Why are you walking like you own the place?" And I was like, "Do I have to explain to you who I am? You know me." And she was like, "Yeah, this is how you walk like you own the place." I said, "Yeah, I walk as I currently, right now, I actually kind of own the place."